What is going on YouTube and y'all squad? This is your boy Yocrates, and this is your review for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, episode 1. All right, I think we got something good going on, but hey, we gonna have to let the season play out to see. So we start off with Sutton. She goes to see her friend Jennifer Tilly. Look, Jennifer is good vibes and even says to Sutton, "Are you ready for a cool girl summer?" I don't really know what that means, but hey, look, I like it. I like people that are a little kooky, a little whimsical, so there's that. We found out that Porter is in law school, will be home for a few weeks, which is great. Sutton is planning a like a surrealism, type of a party and whatnot, to get everybody coming, and which is cool because if I'm not mistaken, I believe last season they started off with let's get together, let's air everything out, let's get on the good foot. So this is good that even though there's problems there, they're not starting there. So kind of cool with that. Sutton brings up, Cal not going I'm sorry, brings up Cal, kind of like going through a lot and possibly not being a good enough friend to her in the past year. I mean, debatable, because Cal ain't a good friend to anybody, but Sutton wants that old friendship back, so ain't nothing wrong with that. We found out that a few months ago, post the reunion, they had a meal. It was awkward for maybe like the first 10-20 minutes, and then you know, they stuttered a little bit, then they started to cry, so things appear to be on the up and up. So now we get Erica and Dorit. Erica is furniture shopping, and just to let you know, like this scene happens, then Erica meets with Kyle after this, and then they kind of do some hopping back and forth from this particular conversation to that one, but just letting you know if it seems a little weird. But Erica's furniture shop and she wants to let go of the past and the furniture that's connected with that. Which, if we're looking at this just in general, that is good. Sometimes you gotta let go of previous things so you can move forward. Just with everything that's come out, I don't really know. And y'all know Erica used to be my favorite, but we just gonna see. We gonna see. Dorit shares that her and PK have agreed to separate. She talks about, they're having issues and says that, PK will pour alcohol on his troubles and, it got toxic. And she asked him, to be dry for a week, and that turned into a sobriety journey. There was no catastrophic event, just, one thing led to another, and they sat down and mutually decided that they needed to take some space and separating being the best thing, and they're taking it day by day, which that right there is mature as hell, and we get a scene with PK and Mauricio later, so PK kind of expounds a little bit more, but I'm kind of sitting there like, that's very grown up, very mature. Very. I mean, it goes against what Dorit said at the reunion, where things are better than ever. And one thing I've learned in watching the Housewives, whenever somebody says we're better than ever, that's a sign that no, y'all not. So Erica says she's going to see Kyle after this, what I alluded to, and doesn't want to betray her trust. And Dorit is like, please don't share anything, more or less like the stuff dealing with her and PK. And Cal and her are not in the greatest of places. So we get to Kyle, and Mo moved out about a week ago. Alexia moved out as well. Mo kept the house running, and Kyle doesn't know how to do much of anything, especially when it comes to the electronics. I laughed. I laughed something good because that is organic. Like that's some real stuff. And you do have some people where it's they don't know how to work certain stuff in their house. I mean, we saw that. I believe it was Real Housewives of Miami with Lenny and I forgot the woman name. Ain't that something? Lisa. Before the whole separation or whatnot, where it was certain stuff she just didn't know how to do. It happens, right? So Cal is having to deal with a lot of quietness. And, we tend to hear that when, there's empty nesters where it's just they're so used to having the noise to where it's not there anymore. And I wonder if Cal is going to keep the house because since it's just her, I'm not saying does she need the space, but how is she going to, utilize it? And then of course there's so many memories there. Does she really want to be there and reminded of, her previous life? Don't know. Let me see. Erica stops by and Cal feels betrayed by Dorit. Reading text messages that she had sent to her out loud during the reunion, and she obviously did not see that until the reunion airs, so she feels betrayed by that. And I'm gonna say Cal again, Cal being a Capricorn. I mean, I'm just saying. But with Cal, everything is always so one sided, me, and it seems like Cal can never see what she does to others. It's just everybody has to be aware of how they are treating her. Just saying. So Erica feels their relationship, took a turn when it came to Kathy, and Erica saying like that seemed to be the beginning of it, where Dorit during not last year's reunion but the reunion before trying to kind of like help her through. And Cal's whole thing is this is between me and my sister. Like, don't talk to me. And even after all, like after that, you have Dorit in the back trying to console her, talk to her, and give her words of encouragement. But yeah, because I guess for Dorit, she felt like a sister to her. She's trying to help her, friend with her older sister, and is just being, you know, her head being bitten off. So and you have Erica trying to say like I think that might have been the beginning of it, and lets her know that Dorit is upset that Kyle played down their friendship on Amazon Live, which I think anybody probably would. So Kyle says her actions was based on how she was treated, and it started at the reunion with Kathy, so confirming that. And then there was the BravoCon where she said BravoCon really did it for her, and it was the rank the richer sisters, from favorite to least. And Dorit goes for a drink because again, with the BravoCon stuff, there is some shady patterns there, but she was going for a drink, I guess, almost possibly trying to build tension. And Kyle, I want to say inadvertently made her spill her drink, and Dorit said jokingly, pretty much Kathy is her favorite and Kyle is her least. I really felt that was in jest. I really, really do. And Kyle felt a way about that. Because again, Kyle is always the victim. And Erica feels that they just need to talk. Dorit feels Kyle is a master manipulator. I kind of agree. So now we get Garcelle and Oliver. She's in Atlanta. She's working on two projects, and one of them is a romance where she's a chef and a cougar. I'm like, oh, here we go. Hopefully, this ain't no Stella got a groove back type of stuff. Oliver, her son, comes to stop by and plans on stopping by the set. Garcelle is happy, because when she, was a model and even working on the Jamie Foxx show, that Oliver was always, around the sets with her. So she kind of likes him kind of being back in that fold. And she doesn't want him to rush into another marriage. It's just like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And she was so in the business that women once they're in their 40s, like that's it. You can't do it again, especially because I won't necessarily say the business, but I know in America, like youthness and beauty, especially when it comes to women, is always at the forefront, which is why it's so much anti-aging stuff and whatnot. So we live in that realm, and it's true. A lot of women, once they hit, I mean, 40 at the max, but sometimes their 30s, like the roles tend to dry up. So the fact that she's still able to act, but also being a producer, whatnot, director, she's happy about that. And we do see Garcelle on set doing some directing, so some good stuff there. So news breaks about Dorit and PK and the girls react. Now look, I'm gonna say this. Garcelle is shady and petty, but I was here for it because she's reading the IG post. I think it was a story And Garcelle is just like, and it's winded, of course. It's Dorit. Look. Ooh, I laugh from a good place. And again, I watched it this morning, and I be trying not to laugh because again, it's like five something in the morning. I'm like, I'm trying not to wake nobody, but that was funny. Kyle and Erica talk, and Erica shares, she knew, but kept it to herself because that is what Dorit asked of her. Dorit goes to Kathy's, and Kathy just really wanted to check on her and kind of didn't want to do the whole over the phone thing. And Dorit says, what she's going through, is, out of love. And we get PK and Mauricio. And PK wasn't expecting the rush of emotions that he's feeling. Mauricio shares his experience and says that he's learning to enjoy the journey rather than looking for a solution. I'm like, I like that. That was a word. That was a word. I like that. Okay. PK says Kyle sent him a beautiful text message. He doesn't know how to navigate this with their young children because he looks at how Mauricio and Kyle for the most part have been dealing with it, and they have older children. He really doesn't know how to truly navigate that, but he doesn't plan on telling them, like trying to keep his kids out of that, which is going to be kind of hard, especially if they have access to social media, even though they're young. And he says the problem is he got sober and he began to realize they were taking bites out of each other and that there was resentment. And Dorit isn't a good listener, which we kind of know that. We have Dorit still talking with Kathy, stating how she has stuck with PK through the bankruptcy, the debt, possible DUI still protecting him. But at the first sign of adversity, PK just wants to disappear and let it go. And she also echoes that she's not trying to involve the children in this. So now we get the surrealism party. Dorit shows up. So it looked like she has a beret on and then a big old vinyl disc on her head. First thing I thought about is why she looking like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. I'm again, I'm just saying, like this episode, even though it was serious, it was not. It was parts that was just tickling me. And then we get introduced to Boz. She retired after 25 years in corporate America. She was a chief marketing director at Netflix, brand officer at Uber, chief marketing director at Endeavor, and some other stuff. Dorit and Boz got to share their stories. And we find out that, Boz's widow, she said 10 years into the marriage, she was separated. They got divorced. He got sick. They reconnected because of cancer. And, it can complicate things. And her, just connecting with Dorit on, that kind of tip. And they kind of build a quick bond, a quick connection and whatnot. Look weary of it just a little bit. It's three, but we gonna see. So, the energy is awkward between Garcelle and Dorit because Dorit still feels away, but again, I ain't finna let Dorit, live down how, she came at Garcelle when it came to her son, being attacked and threatened, how she was expecting Garcelle to just get over it and let it go, but then you get mad when Garcelle wanted you to just get over it and let go of the quote unquote home invasion, but I digress. Again, I like old school Dorit, but again, I don't know. Okay, I'm just saying. So Kyle and Erica show up together. Garcelle, Kyle, and Erica talk. They catch up. Kyle wants to talk to everyone, but since Garcelle is right there, starts with her. She doesn't want to say Morgan's name because she only wants to speak to herself or whatnot. Garcelle's whole thing is, baby, we've been talking about her, but okay, if you don't want to talk, okay. She's not with Morgan. She's still figuring things out herself, which is cool. Dorit makes an entrance to join the conversation, and I feel like production probably told her to go over there in that moment. It's just how it was because it was one of those awkward kind of hey. type of things. The remaining women join. There's awkward energy between Cal and Dorit. Sun and Garcelle get up to go get a drink. Kathy arrives. Kathy calls Bo's boss. And boss just like, you know what? I'ma just say because I am a boss, And then all of a sudden, I guess Kathy's hair extensions was overheating her head, so now she's taking all the extensions, like not all, like pulling the extensions out of her hair, sitting on the whole chair. Boss is like, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my whole life ever. So Cal pulls Dorit to the side because she wants to talk. Cal says, she's sorry for what Dorita's going through. Then says they both have different thoughts on what happened with them. Says we both have our sides. I know I hurt you with what I said on Amazon Live. Dorita says the straw that broke the camel's back. And I've had, she said that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I've had enough of being tossed around, used whenever you want, thrown away, made to feel like I have to reevaluate if we're even friends. Kyle does not like this. And buzzword, saying, I don't know why you're being aggressive and all this, and wants to get to the other side of things. And Dorit lets her know that let's try to start because it's going to take a long time. We're going to have to start being very honest. And I'm not going to put up with this ish any longer. And that's where it ends. And I'm like, okay, yep, we get throwback activated Dorit. And it seemed like Dorit is finna have her foot on Kyle's neck this whole season. And you know what? I'm here for it. Because Kyle has been able to skate through for so many seasons. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. But that's it. Decent first episode. I wasn't even mad. We still don't have a clear understanding of what everybody's respective quote unquote storylines are going to be, but I'm assuming that's going to be for episode 2. And I'm pretty sure in episode 2 we'll probably get a much better, not because again the introduction we got with Boz is fine, but you know how they normally show us a lot more, so I think we'll probably get that in the next episode. But that is all that I have. I know I owe y'all 3 videos. They're coming. Give me time. Okay? All right. And yeah, that's it. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all for the next video. Peace.